What's going on, people? It's me. I'm on my off day. And as you know, I'm sitting at home, I'm watching CNN. I'm looking at what they're going over as far as the protests all over the country, about just different things surrounding race and everything. And they're reviewing, the Black Lives Matter movement and what it stands for. And they're showing, different rallies and groups by our people, showing support for Black lives and, trying to really press the issue for the nation to understand that Black lives do matter, and I first say that I do commend those individuals, those groups that since day one has already and has been down for the cause. Since day one, they've always had their eyes set on making sure that there is racial equality, that racial profiling and stereotyping, is no longer something that we have to deal with every time we walk out the door. That has been their goal. That has been their mission since day one, prior to the Black Lives Matter movement, prior to anybody even shedding a light on it. That has always been what they've stood for and will continue to stand for. So I tip my hat to y'all, and I say keep doing what you're doing, because if you endure, your work will pay off. And it's already paying off in different places, so continue to do what you're doing. But what upset me the most is I'm watching these thousands of our people out here protesting and saying Black Lives Matter, right? But just my opinion, if Black lives really mattered, instead of going to protest and have a rally at the funeral of one person that was killed by a cop, a white cop, or another person's funeral that was killed by a white cop, why not go protest that drug dealer in your community that's selling drugs to hundreds of our people in our communities, drugs that's only poisoning our people and contributing to the destruction of our black communities and neighborhoods? If Black lives really matter, why not take all 500, all 3,000 of y'all that was just out there protesting at one man's funeral? Why not go to that drug dealer's house and protest and say, hey, get out of our community, selling drugs, destroying our people? Why not do that if Black lives really matter? Because ain't that drug dealer contributing to the destruction of black lives? Why not protest him if Black lives matter? Oh, some might say, oh, going over there is dangerous. Or, oh, so it's conditional. You'll only protest Black lives unless if it's in a safe environment. Well, in the spirit of our people in the past, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, just going back, W.E.B. Du Bois, if you in the spirit of them, they wasn't worried about if it was safe or not, because they had it in their heart, not just on their mind. It was not just on their mind, it was in their heart. Why not go protest that drug dealer? That's my question. If Black lives matter. If Black lives matter, why not boycott the buying and listening to the music of our black artists? Oh, because I want to support black, business, or black, success or whatever. But at the same time, why not boycott their music? Because the same music that you listening to, that you buying, are the same artists that's promoting the destruction of the black community, that's contributing to the destruction of black families, black marriage, and black lives. But Black lives matter to you, though. Why not go protest them? Because if you turn on the radio, what are you going to hear? You're going to hear music that's telling our youth, now and to come, that it's okay to be a drug dealer, that that's fly, that that's what's up. That it's going to tell our community and our generations to come that it's okay to have multiple women, to sleep with them as you please, to dispose of them as you please, because they are nothing. That it's okay just to come and go. And that music, that mentality does what? It destroys black families. Because you have a young man thinking that he can get a woman pregnant and just leave her because it's okay just to come and go as you please. If Black lives really mattered, why not protest, like I said, those artists that are teaching our youth through music? Because music has been proven for centuries to be influential. Why not protest and boycott the buying and selling of their music? Because they only give the message to our black youth of today and to come that you don't have to aspire to be anything other than the streets. Turn on 97.9 right now. And what are you going to hear that's going to contribute to the upliftment of our black community? What is on there right now that will contribute or give our youth the mindset that, hey, I want to have a family. I want to build up my black queen or my black king. I want to raise my children to be successful. I want to teach my kids what I didn't know. You're not going to hear none of that. Turn on your iPod. Turn on your Apple Play. Turn on your Google Play. And see if you're going to find anything on there that's supporting black lives. But black lives matter to you, though. If black lives really matter, why aren't the thousands of people that's turning out every week, every month to protest the killing of an unarmed man or killing of a man unjustifiably? Why y'all by the thousands aren't going to these record labels to boycott these musicians that's putting out this garbage, that's poisoning the minds and hearts and mentalities of our youth and our generation, if black lives really matter? I understand, it's wrong for a black man to get killed, unarmed. That's without a doubt. I'm not disputing that. However, I can't dispute statistics. I can't dispute the facts that I'm more likely to get killed by somebody of my own race than by somebody else of another race, another color. We are, as a people, the number one killers of ourselves. It's proven statistically that more black men die by the hands of other black men than by anybody else. Why not protest that? Why not protest the gang members that's in your communities, outstanding in your apartments right now, by the hundreds, by the thousands? Go protest them and say, hey, leave our communities because you only contributed to us instead of going down. You're not helping building our community. You destroying our community. You destroying our place where we're supposed to have peace. If we are looking for peace, we should at least be able to find it within our own communities, right? If the world or everybody else is the enemy. But we can't even find peace in our own communities because our own people are there destroying it. But ain't nobody protesting that. So I'm just kind of frustrated. And this is just my opinion. I may be wrong. And if I am, I'm open to your commentary. But at the same time, if black lives really matter like you screaming they do, like you protesting as if they do, I'm not saying they don't, but I'm talking about going off what you doing. If black lives really matter, why does it seem as if we only get or only shed light, or why does it only seem like it matters when our community or our people are getting killed by somebody of another color? Why does it not seem to matter concerning the issues right outside your doorstep? Is it because it's too close to home, you're not willing to take the risk? If that's the case, you're not doing that in the spirit of those before us that really made differences. That's conditional. Have an unconditional love for our people and be willing to make a stand against those drug dealers in your community, because black lives do matter. Be willing to take a stand against those artists, major artists, black artists at that, that's putting out poison, that's only contributing to the destruction of our youth mentality. Because black lives do matter. Don't just do it because you know cameras gonna be there. Don't just do it because you think it's a safe environment. No, don't do that, because you playing. You getting in the way of people that's really willing to risk it all, because to them, black lives matter for real, not just in their mind, but in their heart. Cut on your music, on your phone, in your stereo, on your laptop, and listen to the music you got and ask yourself, if black lives really matter, why am I listening to somebody that's only contributing to the destruction of our youth through the music that they putting out? Boycott that. Don't go boycott Walmart, Target. Oh, because they this. No. That's not going to make a difference. You can't make somebody else fix a problem in your house. That's your problem to fix. That's our problem to fix. That's my problem to fix. I'm not going to boycott Target and Walmart and all these other places. No. I'll be willing to boycott the drug dealer, though, because I'm not afraid. Are you afraid? Because to me, black lives really matter. Black lives matter. I can't expect, you can't expect, we can't expect somebody else to care more about something that we not even showing that we care about. And I say that because if we really cared, then we'll start at home trying to fix our problems versus going outside the house and asking somebody else to come clean for us. So if Black Lives Matter, let's make it matter at home first, within our own people, regardless of the consequences. And that's just my opinion. I'm on my off day, and I'm chilling, and I'm just thinking, and I'm just throwing it out there. If Black Lives Matter, let it matter for real, not just when the camera's on.